Did you get all your gnolls?
No, I need 5.
Alright, same here.
Come here, you. Bam. Take my socks off. Feet are getting warm.
Not allowed.
Oh, too late. I'm already halfway done, and there's the other ones. Oh no! Get wrecked. Okay, gnolls are over here. Yeah, just imagine the thought of having an heirloom mount back in vanilla, or even heirlooms in general.
Yeah, well, heirlooms didn't exist.
Exactly. I don't think they came about till Wrath, did they? Because Wrath was where a lot of things changed for the game.
See, I played vanilla up to about, I don't know, a little bit into Wrath. I was there for the release, and I finished like the first 3 zones, and then they had just introduced the group finder, and that's when I stopped playing.
Right.
And then I picked it back up.
Casual WoW, freaking group finder. What is this?
Yeah, yeah. I remember back. You had to go into the city.
Yep.
Each person, you had to send multiple people to different cities to find groups or whatever.
Right. Oh yeah, because wasn't trade basically just to the city and not to the faction?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. They changed that in Kata, I believe. Cause yeah, I remember in Wrath when I was playing at least, the trade chats everywhere except Orgrimmar were pretty much dead.
Yeah.
Because Orgrimmar just became this big hub.
They've done a lot to revitalize some older areas, which makes me happy.
Yeah, especially, well, and that's mostly due to Cataclysm, but yeah, it's definitely nice to see that they went back and revisited some old stuff. As kind of lame as Cataclysm's endgame was, it was overall a pretty good expansion. I think I actually spent most of my playtime in Cata. Like,
really?
Yeah, just doing the dailies. I think, yeah, a good chunk of it was just doing dailies for killing Deathwing up in Highjaw.
Oh my gosh, Deathwing.
Yeah. Wow, so lame.
What brings you here?
Oh no, just that rolling mechanic is so frustrating.
Yeah, well, especially if it's just you. There's a wow, there's quite a few quests here.
3 of them popped up.
3 whole quests, yeah! So what do you want to do professions-wise? Do you think we should just skip them because it'll cut into leveling, or...?
It will cut into leveling. I mean, you do, if you have a gathering profession, you do get experience from gathering.
Right. Yeah, because it'd probably just be either mining mining herb, or, you know, any of the combination of the 3.
That one too.
Yeah.
Skinning actually wouldn't be too bad because you kill something, you skin it right away and go.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you get experience from the skinning, though.
Really? I thought you did.
I don't believe so.
What brings you here?
So I figure we can probably do Ride to Thunderbluff last. Because by the point we get done with these quests, we should be 10, and...
then go.
Yeah, we'll just fly straight to Orgrimmar.
Yep. You know, I'm actually kind of, like, getting back into WoW and finding out all the stuff that happened while I wasn't playing. I'm just like, oh man, I really wish I was playing, so I didn't fall behind on the lore and all this special events that happened only at that time.
Right. Like, I actually, my main was part of the Battle of Thunder Bluff when Cairn died. They had an event where the Grim Totem took over Thunder Bluff, and I went and helped fight him back.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah, it was super cool. I wasn't there for the duel, but I think I logged in like just after that event had happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely awesome to do. I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I was on a lot during the events leading up to Burning Crusade, and they weren't like super extravagant or special quest line as they are now.
We had to like
but,
gather supplies or something, didn't you?
Well, yeah, well, there was a bunch of gathering supplies for Encourage, and then for Burning
right.
Crusade, which was a server gather kind of thing. Your whole faction did it. But what I mean is like, I specifically remember being outside of Undercity and a whole bunch of infernals raining down from the sky.
Oh, nice.
And just everybody was out there trying to kill them and trying to get loot or whatnot off of them.
Oh. That's pretty cool. I would have loved to be there for that. Especially because Undercity's one of the cooler towns.
So I keep seeing people talk about lore and whatnot, and how the humans are just so plain and boring. Yes, I completely agree. But I would really like to see how grandiose their kingdoms were before they got destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, besides Stormwinds. Like, what Lord or... I guess there's that stuff. I don't know. I would like to see...
you don't really see Lordaeron because like, yeah, okay, it's in Warcraft 3, but all you really see in that is the entrance to Undercity. Like, that's all that's really there. So yeah, I do agree. I know that before, like, Lordaeron and Gilneas and stuff, it was mostly, like, humans were mostly really tribal. And they were out in, where is it? Freaking... Find it on my map here. Arathi.
Arathi Highlands?
Yeah, there were a good chunk... There were humans in Arathi and the Hinterlands, I believe. That's where, like, the main tribes were. And then the Orc War happened. Like, the Orcs came and invaded. And the humans were like, oh, hey, we need to figure this shit out. And so
together.
Yeah, so they came together.
There's that giant wall in between Hillsbrad and Arathi, right? Yeah. And then there's the ruins of a city in Arathi. I forgot what they were called.
Oh, yeah, I forget too. It's taken over by that ogre magi or whatever. Sorry, off we go. You probably won't have it, because we haven't discovered it on these characters.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting. I'm very much excited for the Warcraft movie. My big concern is just that I hope they don't try to appeal to an audience in the sense that, like, okay, bring them into the world and whatnot, but don't appeal to them so much that it just becomes another, bad movie or bad video game movie type thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they will, but at the same time, people have said the same thing about a lot of other stuff as well.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll see when it comes out.
Yeah, definitely. So, new expansion. I am very excited for.
Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. They find Alira, Sylvanas' sister, and Sylvanas resurrects her dead brother. And
didn't she kill her brother?
I don't know if she killed him. I thought there was a battle and he got caught in it somehow.
Potentially.
Anyways, he's going to be resurrected, but somehow fucked up and causing chaos. And then Alira is going to die, and Sylvanas is going to go mad, and everybody's going to have to kill Sylvanas.
Man, as cool as that sounds, I really hope that's not the case.
No, I don't think so either. I think I'm just going to throw out a crazy Sylvanas story every time an expansion comes out.
Yeah, just like everybody else will. Just to upset the people who are Sylvanas waifu lovers.
Oh, I really like her.
Oh yeah, no, I adore Sylvanas. Her story is really great, but yeah,
there's just some aspects of her, like, I can see her going a little overboard and then having having to be taken down by the players.
Yeah, probably. Because I can't imagine her dealings with Garrosh helped her sanity at all. Because she's definitely not sane.
Well, yeah. I mean, she's also died how many times?
It's going on 2?
I know
3?
for sure 2. There's her original death, and then the ones with the Valkyries brought her back.
Yeah. So yeah, it's about 2, I think. Oh, hello. Did you find my dog? Oh, so you want to know the interesting story about this NPC?
Oh, I was just going to say, didn't I tell you this story about him?
Maybe you did. I don't
It's,
remember. Somebody, the cancer patient.
Yeah, well, I think it was cancer, but it was a kid named Ezra.
Yeah.
And that's actually his voice you hear on that NPC.
Yeah. I thought it was you. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody did. I'm pretty sure it was you.
Yeah, and they also, I think it's the Hawkfire crossbow. Yeah, I think that's it. Anyways, they made that crossbow with him in the art studio. And he helped design it.
Very cool.
That's funny. That coyote bit me and, like, didn't do any damage.
It's like, ha! Oh, God. You're wearing plate mail. Mail plate.
Mail plate. It's living armor. It'll grow and get tougher.
Something like that, yeah. So yeah, I know a lot of people think that the next expansion is going to be the South Seas and, like, you know, pirates and ships and all that good stuff. I think it's a very high possibility. Are you calm? There you go. You stay calm. I think it's a very high possibility that that's what's going to happen. Because I don't know that there's a whole lot more. Or, well, actually, no, that's a lie. There's plenty more that Blizz can do. It's just a matter of what they choose to do, and a big chunk of that is definitely like sorting things out with Ashara and the Naga and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And the Zandalari, those guys. Because
yeah, I've heard a lot of talk about the Zandalari being a possibility.
Because the main thing people have been saying is, oh, excuse me. Main thing people have been saying is that now that Vol'jin's the war chief, he's going to have to tackle with his urges to go join the Zandalari. I mean, I don't really know what that means because I don't know a whole lot of Vol'jin's lore or troll lore in general. But basically the theory is that the story's going to be about him needing to lead the Horde and also resist the urge to join the Zandalari in whatever it is they're doing.
Yeah.
And then, like, the players there will be 2 hub cities down there. There will be Stromgarde for the Alliance and Kazan for the Horde. And supposedly players will get... Is this the one that we need to cleanse? No, we need Winterhoof, I believe. Oh god, they're all over me. Save me. Winterhoof. Oh, okay, that's south. God dang it. And so supposedly the way that, like, they're going to implement the garrison tech in the new expansion
Yeah, I was curious about that.
You'll get your own ship that you can sail around to the different zones. And there'll be like 8 zones with 2 dungeons each, I think, is what people are theorizing. Just because of the little islands that are down there around Kazan and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And so what happens is that you go to recruit some dudes to be on your ship, and based on the guys that you accrue. It's kind of like a mixture of followers and buildings, where your crew determines what you can... Oh, excuse me again. Your crew determines what you can do on your ship. So, like, you'll have a chef for cooking stuff, or a blacksmith down in the bottom of the ship for some weird reason. And so that's how you'll do buildings / follower stuff, and then you can, like, send people out on missions and whatnot from your ship. So I think it would be an interesting way to implement it. I don't know. People have been starting to speculate that it's going to be or that the leak, quote unquote, that was out there was on purpose. That Blizzard did it as a marketing ploy. Which, I mean, I would buy that. It's Blizzard. They want to build hype.
Yeah. Do we have the meat for the dog?
What do we have to get?
Strider meat. Tender strider meat.
Oh, that's what that was. Yeah, let's go get that real quick. So yeah, August 6th, mark the date. Gonna find out the expansion pack. And it was the inspiration for this that we're doing right here.
Yeah.
Yep, okay, there's the meat. There's the meat. Alright, now where's this dumb dog? What is it? Kyle's supposed to be Ezra's dog in real life too, right? Something like that?
Possibly. I don't know about that part.
There you go. I fed him. Ah, woo. What do we got here? Gloves. I ain't got no gloves. They're cloth. I don't care. They're gloves. They're armor.
2 armor. Yeah.
Better than what I got so far. Yeah. What sells more? Pants sell more. Oh man. Low level questing. How grand. I'm sure it'll pick up a little bit once we get into the dungeons and exciting things start happening.
Yes, the dungeons.
But for now...
Did you even really want to do quests besides dungeons?
I mean, it depends on what we... Like, do you want to catch up on the lore from, say... Wrath.
Having some difficulty.
Shh. Did you want to pick up on the lore from like Wrath and Kata and Pandaria? Because I know you haven't quested Pandaria yet.
Well, I don't know. I was thinking if we're gonna, probably not with these ones because we're just trying to rush them up to 100, right?
That's true. Yes,
So,
that
I
is
mean,
the
I
reason
have
why we
Warrior
weren't
I
reading
wanna get
quest
up as
text.
well.
Okay.
So I'll probably I'll do the lore stuff with that character.
Yeah, that could work. I could probably... What level is that warrior?
I think she's 30 something.
Okay, well I have a druid that I was planning on rolling for healing. And so after we get these to 100, I would gladly get my druid up to 30, and then we can just go quest through what you missed. Dungeon up to Wrath level, and then quest.
Yeah, yeah, I did some of the Wrath stuff, and yeah, the part I'm like most bummed out is I wasn't there for all of the Ice Crown stuff, like as the gates opened and all that kind of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, I wasn't there either, because I was fucking figuring out what class I wanted to play at that point. Because I actually, my main was not my first. He was like my 3rd or 4th tune that I made. My first was a hunter, and his name was Wig. It was W-I-I-G.
You were a big wig.
He was an orc hunter, and there's a bit of a funny story behind him. So,
Oh, yeah.
I discovered the use of macros online for, hunters, and they were grand. And this was during the time when there were still... Where am I going? I should be going this way. Where there were still ranks in abilities. And so me, being the dumb teenager that I was, I created some macros, and when I shift-clicked the thing in to the macro text, the ability in, I didn't realize that I was shift-clicking a specific rank in there. And so I had like a bunch of rank 2 abilities in this macro when I should have had like rank 5 or 6.
God, why did everything get so hard all of a sudden?
Exactly, yeah. I was doing no damage. Like, I was still killing things effectively because my pet was doing most of the work, but I was definitely doing no damage whatsoever, and I eventually just kind of gave up and deleted him. And it wasn't
that's sad.
it wasn't until like a week later that I realized, oh my god, I'm dumb.